What's up, guys? Welcome to What If Deku was the son of Hawks. Of course, I'm gonna be changing up some stuff. So yeah, when Izuku is born, Hawks is gonna be 22. The current when he's the number 2 hero and All Might retire. So yeah, that means I'll make Inko also 22 to go with the plot. Izuku and everyone else in Class 1A and Class 1B, and the supporters that we all know will not be born yet. For the sake of the plot, they will not be born yet. So, basically, Inko and Hawks meet. I say Inko is basically, she's moving from America to Japan to go to UA, since she has a pretty powerful telekinesis quirk. So she wants to go to UA, the top school, and basically Japan has better schools than America. So she moved to Japan to go to UA. So she's getting used to the customs and stuff. And she just started to speak Japanese. So she doesn't know that much about it. She doesn't know, well, she does know how to pronounce words, but it takes her some time since, she's learning a new language. It's going to take some time. Basically, she's in a cafe, and the workers are being nice to her and letting her take her time, since she told them that she just moved from America. So she's gonna have to she's just gonna try to talk slowly, or try out her best to talk. So yeah. And that's where she meets Hawks. She doesn't know of Hawks at all, since she's from America. So, basically, Inko thinks she's kind of cute. And, Hawks thinks the same way about her. So, he starts to talk to her. And he asks her why is she, talking like that. She tells him that she's from America. She just moved to America about a few days ago. So she's just getting used to talking in Japan, Chinese, Japanians. I don't know what their language is called. Sorry, but I don't know. So yeah. So, that's when Hawks had a great idea. Basically, he asked if she would, want a tour of, I say they live on an island. A huge island. So, yeah. But there isn't, a bridge to the rest of the land. So, he asked her if he can, give her a tour of the island. And what better to do it is above, in the skies. And Hawks asks her what is her quirk. She tells him that her quirk is telekinesis. So, basically they go outside and they start to fly. Inko jumped up and started to fly, basically controlling the air around her, so that she could move up and fly around. Hawks started to fly, and they flew around the island, with Hawks showing Inko everything. So they started to, click. So yeah. Oh, and all of the parents of Class 1B, Class 1A, and and support course are all much younger. Like I said, to go with the plot. So yeah. they, started to click, and they started to go out. Well, Hawks was teaching her, Japanese language, Japan language. And within within a week, they found out Inko was pregnant. Because, they, did it. And basically, Inko found out about the hero system and stuff like that, because they didn't, I'll say they don't have, a ranking hero system, where, in America. Heroes are just going to be heroes. They don't have a ranking system. So, yeah. So she learned about the ranking system and where he was. And, that ranking system. So, yeah. About 9 months later, Izuku is born. But Bakio is about about a day older than Mizuku is. Mitsuki and Inko are friends, just to let you know. So yeah. So let's keep going. So when Izuku was born with wings. His wings are basically, I say his wings are green. Yeah, green. His wings are green. Like lime green. So, yeah. And basically, they take Izuku to his quirk, to see what his quirk was. They say his quirk is called Fierce Wings. But he also has another quirk fused with it, the doctor says. Somewhat of a telekinesis quirk. I'll say the telekinesis amplified his quirk. So I'll say it just fused together so that he's able to control it without even touching the feathers from his wings. And he's also able to multiply the feathers and from his wings. He's able to multiply them on his wings. And that's what the telekinesis did. It did two things. Basically, it made it so he can't control his feathers even when he's not touching them. And he made him able to multiply his feathers. So he really can't run out of feathers. But the thing is, if he runs to his limit of how many feathers he can multiply, it'll stop multiplying it. It'll hurt a little bit, so it'll signal you to stop pulling out your feathers. But if you go above that, it'll start to hurt really badly. But you will go over your limit of how many feathers you can use. So yeah. Basically the doctor tells them that Inko and Hisashi is excited because their son has a quirk at birth, since there's a mutation quirk. So Izuku turns 4. He already knows his quirk. He basically mastered his quirk already. So yeah, since he was born with it, he mastered it already. And I'll say UA at this point is much better, since it's been 3 years. Since it's been 4 years, it's much better. It has a ranking system. It has dorms, and has a new a new entrance exam, practical exam. Basically, in the practical exam, there's fake villains, not robots, fake villains and fake people in trouble. And also, for the ranking system, there's Endeavor Red, Endeavor Dark Red, Hawks Red, and I say All Might Blue, Endeavor Dark Red, and Hawks Blue, and Hawks Red. The reason they keep All Might in the top because they want memory of All Might. Even though Endeavor is the #1 hero now, they still keep All Might in their memory. So yeah, that's what's new about UA. So yeah, Izuku's 4, like I said, he just started kindergarten. Basically, people ask him what his quirk is since they can visibly see that he has a quirk. He tells them, and everyone's like, wow, that's a really powerful quirk. And yeah, basically Bakio and Izuku hang out with each other since they both have powerful quirks. And yeah, let's get to when Izuku's 15. At this point, Hawks and Inko should be about 37. Yeah, they're 37 now. Hawks is the number 1 hero. Since I'll say about this time Endeavor retired, so Hawks is the number 1, and so on and so forth. So yeah, most of the heroes like Aizawa, Principal Nezu, not Mount Lady, basically heroes that already have a long-term career have retired. So yeah, while Mount Lady and the new heroes that started when Izuku was 15 in the anime are still going since they just started their hero career. So yeah. So yes, that's just how it is. So yeah, Izuku's 15. It's the last day of school. Everything happens in the anime. Everything happens in the anime that it did. So yeah, but everyone don't laugh at Izuku, cause Izuku's really fast. I'm talking, he can fly at the speed of light. But the thing is, when he flies at the speed of light, his body deteriorates, and then he flies so fast it rewinds time, which put him back together. But it will hurt him a lot, so he doesn't fly at the speed of light at all. He can fly at the speed of sound, but he will not, will not fly at the speed of light unless he has one of his suits he made. See, the suits keep his cells in different parts of his body together, so it doesn't disband and come back together. But there will be a lot of force on him. So yeah. So that's just how it is. Oh, and Izuku is strong physical wise. I'm talking he could lift a ton. He could run by himself about 259 miles per hour without his wings. But Izuku didn't just train his quirk, he trained his physical body, really non-stop. Because he didn't want to just rely on his quirk. And, the situations where his quirk won't really do nothing. So he really doesn't want to, rely on his quirk too much. I am gonna be, changing up some heroes. Oh, and Izuku's father, which is, Hawks, is gonna be teaching at UA as 1A's home teacher. To let you know that. So, yeah, let's get to the entrance exam. Because the sludge run attack doesn't happen since it happened 15 years ago, 15 years earlier. Since, it doesn't happen. So, Izuku goes to the entrance exam. Basically, President Mike is gone. I'll say his son, past Mike, future Mike, says go, and everyone zooms and everyone zooms out, with Izuku flying the fastest, and Ida's just like running, trying his best to keep up with Izuku, but he can't. Izuku instantly flies over to the people to like help them. Uraraka like runs over to them while everyone else like runs to the villains, thinking they'll get more points if they fight the villains. The villains calculate how many points they have, the person have on how much physical, on how much damage they cause to the building, or other things like that. Yeah, on how much physical damage, how much damage they do to the buildings, and other things like that. So yeah, while the fake people in trouble, basically score a person points on their performance and like everything to help that person. So Izuku and Uraraka are basically helping each other. Izuku basically lifting some of them up and helping them. Like, I say another person also helps them, which can heal people with like magic. So Uraraka and Izuku like carries everyone to that girl so that she can heal them. And they doing like a 5-star performance. So yeah, those three is accepted immediately because they have the most points out of all of the test people. With Izuku having the most out of both of them, since he gave them the best performance. So yeah, let's skip to the first day at UA. Instantly, everyone that was like just came from you know, the entrance exam. I'm sorry, but yeah, basically they walk into the classroom with everyone looking at Izuku. Uraraka coming in behind Izuku says, "I know that messed up hair." And Izuku's hair like looks kind of like his father's, but it's green, because Inko's hair is green. So yeah, Izuku like look just like his father. He literally looks just like his father. And this is gonna be like his hero kind of suit. He has jeans, but it's like green, not red. It's green, lime green with those like that furry stuff, like dark gray. So yeah, that's just his like kind of hero suit. Is like pretty basic, because he really doesn't want that much of a suit, because it would just hold him back from how fast he can go. Unless it's like really lightweight, it's gonna hold him back. So yeah, he just made up his own suit like that. So basically, everyone sits down, and his father comes in, and he says, "Well, today we're going to be doing ranks to determine what your rank is." Bakio and Izuku just look at each other and Izuku says, "Oh, I forgot." Izuku basically explains to everyone that when you're on your first day of UA, you basically fight someone from a rank to see what rank you're gonna be. And if you defeat that person, you will become that rank. So yeah, and you also get to use your quirk. Hawk says, "Well, since you explained everything, might as well let's just go to the testing ground." They go outside to the testing ground, where there's the leader, where there's one of the people from All Might Blue, which is the highest rank, Endeavor Light Dark Red, which is the second highest rank, and Hawks you know, and like Hawk's red. And also there's a white one. That's for the rookies. That's for the rookies. So they sent one for each of Class 1A, for each person of Class 1A. So yeah, Izuku volunteers to go first. So yeah, they literally have an equal amount of how many people are in UA. I mean, and there's All My Blues who are equal to how many people in 1A, and so on and so forth, whatever. Izuku says, I want to challenge one of them from All My Blue. So one steps up and says, are you ready, kid? Izuku says, I was born really ready. Izuku says, are you really ready for my speed? So Hawk says go, and Izuku just immediately zooms up into the air where no one can see them. No one can see him. And then he zooms down, basically disappearing, because he was going almost at the speed of light. He was not like at the point where he went into the speed of light fully. He just went a little bit, and then he appeared dead into in front of the person and says bye bye, and he sent him dead through UA wall with one punch. And Izuku says, huh, wasn't that strong. Hey, get up. The person gets up. Oh, and that girl with the magic replaces Mineta, because I just hate Mineta. He's a perv. I just hate him. Basically, she heals the guy, and Izuku says, let's just do melee attacks. Let's just fight head on. Because with my speed and strength, you stand no chance against me. So they just do it like a melee fight. And Izuku wins. Izuku says, huh, really? This is the best you got? Or is anyone else stronger than he is? Izuku says, well, no matter. And he just goes to pick up his, like, gym suit. They were all wearing white because, you know, you have to, like, wear it because you're rookies and you hadn't, like, fought a person from one of those ranks. Bakio goes up against the All My Blue rank, and he beats one of them. And count on his explosions being more powerful, because he actually had a challenge, which was Izuku. So Todoroki got All My Blue, and so on and so forth. You all can pick the ranks. So yeah. So Todoroki, Bakio, and Izuku go get their like jumpsuit, and they put them on. So yeah. Let's go a little bit more farther. Huh, how much time I got left? Dang it. Dang it. Why can't I do it? Ah! Wait, let me. Oh, 23. But yeah. I only got about 7 minutes left until this is over. So I want to hurry up and get to hero versus villains. So they do one more test, a physical test, to test how strong and how good they are. Izuku aced everything in first place. But to tell you about the grip test, Izuku just crushes the thing. And now about the ball throw. Hawk throws Izuku the ball, and Izuku says, well, I'm ready. And then he presses a button on his like watch, which a suit appears on him. And Hawk says, don't go overboard. You know what happened last time when you traveled at the speed of light. Izuku says, I'm gonna be okay, don't worry. And then he basically flew straight up, going fast. He has like a tinted metal invisible thing around his wings so they won't like burn off. And he just zoomed in fast. He only has 10 minutes of air, and he just zooms. He reached space and he flies to the moon. And dang it. Why? Why? Sorry. But yeah. He basically flies to the moon and kicks the ball into the moon. And then Hawk says, I'll say from the ground all the way to the moon, it's about 20,000 meters. Yeah, I don't know if that's correct, I'll just say it. And Hawk says 20,000 meters, not bad. And then Izuku grabs the ball and flies straight down at the speed of light, and he appears right in front of everyone. Izuku just taking a hard breath since he had a lot of force on his body. So yeah, here's how much time I got left. So I'll make it worth it. Izuku gets first place in everything. I'll say that many meters counts as infinity. So yeah, first place everything. So now time for the, hero versus villains. Like I said, he's wearing this, but instead of red, it's green, and instead of this brownish color, it's like dark gray. And he has the glasses also. He basically walks out with this, and Izuku is like ripped. He's 6'5" and he's ripped. Basically, the girls just can't take their eyes off of him. The guys are like envious. They're like, how is he? No way, he's one of those guys who steal all the girls. There's no way. He did this on purpose. He knew what he was doing. Denki, was thinking in his mind. Okay, I only got 4 minutes left. So, it's Bakio and Todoroki versus Uraraka and Izuku. Izuku didn't bother making a plan with Uraraka because he really didn't need to. He could just go in by himself. Todoroki freezes the whole building with Bakio waiting by the entrance. Well, he freezes the whole, he flash freezes the whole top floor. And Izuku can easily tell that since it's coming out of the window. And Izuku flies and busts straight through the window. And he instantly touches the bomb, winning the game. The Hawks basically lectured Izuku about teamwork and stuff like that. And here's how I'm going to end it off. Bye, guys!